Hey, what's up, Dividend Nomads? Welcome back to the channel. Sorry, it's been a while, I know. I've just been lazy, but anyway, I had to make a video today because I did make some changes in my portfolio, and I want to share that with you, share with you what I did and why I did it, as well as what I'm thinking about going forward here in the next couple weeks. So let me record my computer screen today. I want to show you something here. Hopefully I can record the computer screen. Okay, what's wrong with this stupid thing? Okay, here we go. Okay, so here we are. This is my spreadsheet. Let me make it bigger for you. Okay, so you can see, sorry, I got something in my eye, man. It's driving me crazy. So you can see this is my positions right here. Ulti, Coney, Misty, Tesla, and Nvidia. You can see QQQY is no longer here because I sold my QQQY position. So I'm going to share with you how much I sold it for and all that stuff, and share with you why I sold it. So first, let me go down here to the sold positions. You can see down there. You can see here, QQQY, I sold it. The date I sold it was on the 29th. I sold all of it, 100% of it. You can see where I bought it at was $34.50. What I sold it at was $34.20. But look at the current price, it's $33.03. So I did time it pretty well. But dividends I received, $101 from this. And now the market return, I lost almost $19 on this in market return based on how many shares I had and the price I sold. But my total return is $82 and some change. So I made an $82 profit selling this. And whoop-de-doo, all right, I know it's no big deal, 82 bucks, but I did make money. And the total return, or market return, right, or return percentage, sorry, is 3.79%. So I sold it for a 3.79% profit. So yeah, no big deal, only 82 bucks. But the big deal is why I sold it, and I want to share that with you. So if we go here, this is the Finance ETFs website. Here's QQQY. This is the home page for QQQY. If you want to find this, just go to ETFs and then income right here and then QQQY. Anyway, down here at the bottom, we have the distribution history. So since this is after they split, because they did a reverse split a while back. Look, they were paying $3.45. They paid $2, and this is the time I bought this right here in October. Like well, I bought it in November up here. After they paid this big payout, then I bought in November, and then I started receiving dividends in October. But anyway, you can see they paid $3.45 and they paid $2, and that's when I bought this because I thought I was going to be getting these big dividends. And then they changed to weekly, which I mentioned in my previous videos. I don't care about weekly pay, to be honest with you, but I bought it before they even announced weekly pay. I bought it for this massive, $3 or $4 dividend on a $34 stock. That's why I bought it. But then once they started paying weekly, you can see the dividends look 30, 60, 90, $1. They was paid like over like $1.20, right? Or $1.10, $1.20. So the dividend basically cut in half. But the price stayed the same. It's still $34 stock, but the dividend went from $2 to $1.10. So the massive dividend cut is the reason why I decided to sell it, because I know I can get more dividends for my money somewhere else. So I want to share that with you. So if you look here, just open up this chart. So if you look at this chart, this is based on the last dividend. You see here the declaration date 10/30. So this is based on last month. So this will change every month, but still, this is what I want to show you. If you look down here at the bottom where it says weekly, right? Because I was getting paid weekly from QQQY. Look at number one. It says right here, group rank. Look over here on the right. Group rank, number 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is ranked in order from how much money you need to invest in order to get $1,000 per month. Or look, $250 per week. So YMAX is ranked number 1. So at the time of this recording, the $17.65 price, you need to invest $19,000 to get $1,000 per month, or $250 per week, right? $1,000 per month. So only $20,000. If you look QQQY down here, you need $33,000 invested to get the same amount of money. Now also look at the price here, YMAX. The price is $17.65. And the price of QQI is $34.23. So basically, YMAX is half the price. But look at the dividend amount. It's pretty much the same, 22 cents, 25 cents. There's not much difference in the amount of dividends you get for the amount of money you need to buy the stock with. Because this is half the price, right? So I can buy double the amount of shares. Double the amount of shares means double the amount of dividends. So my money can be better used somewhere else than in QQQY. And that's why I sold it. Now, I didn't buy anything, okay? I didn't buy YMAX. I didn't buy anything. Actually, my account has $5,000 cash sitting there just waiting to buy something with, but I'm not buying anything right now. And I'll share with you why that is. But before we do, let's look at this chart. Here's another chart. These are all of the other YieldMax funds together. And you can see that also ranked from the best, well, I would say the best, but from number 1 to 31 in terms of how much money you need to invest in order to get $1,000 per month. It doesn't necessarily mean it's the best. For example, well, the first one is at the top, Misty, right? Misty was number 1 anyway, but this dividend, this is based on last month's dividend, but this $4 dividend, it was a one-time deal. That was like 5 or 6 weeks of no payment. It's just due to the distribution schedule change. So going forward, this will probably be lower. It's still going to be ranked number 1 probably, but it's still going to be lower. This number, the $7,000 investment is probably going to be more like 10, maybe 11,000, something like that. But anyway, you can see the prices on these. For example, like AIYY, look at the price, it's $9. So this one hasn't been performing very well. You could put your money in here to get the 72-cent dividend, but the price decline is really heavy. So if you look further down the chart, for example, let's just go look at some other ones. Look at this one, like Netflix, right? Netflix. See right here, NFLI, Netflix. My mouse here. Look, $21,000 invested to get the $1,000 a month. But look, the price is $17.28. This has never split, has never done nothing. So it's pretty stable. It hasn't really declined much in price since inception. And it still pays a 79-cent dividend. To get 79 cents for your $17 is pretty good. So, you know, if you're worried about, a lot of people always say about they say, oh, NAV erosion, blah, blah, blah. If you're worried about that, you can go for these names that you don't hear people talking about, whose price stays very stable and they still have a nice dividend, right? If you want to get even, I would say better, I guess, you can go down here to, let's find somewhere, look, Microsoft, MSFO. You need $38,000 to get $1,000 a month. But look at the price, 1968. It came in at $20. It's never reverse split, never done nothing. So it's still almost at the inception price, and it's paying, 50 cents a month or more, right? So some of these stocks, when people say NAV erosion, blah, 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 there's a lot of them that are very, very stable. And they have a lower dividend, of course, but they're very stable. So if you're looking for stability, you can consider some of these other names to get a very high dividend, get a large dividend based on the amount of money you invested, as opposed to a traditional dividend stock. And you still have stability that you get from a traditional dividend stock, right? So like, look, some of these down here, you have XOMO, look, $17. Aptly, look, $18, still getting 30 cents on $18. It's a good dividend. I wouldn't look at these two right now. These are new. They're too new to really say about, in my opinion. I think you need at least 6 months worth of data or more. JPMO is a good one, look, $18, paying 37 cents on $18. That's a pretty good dividend. Some of these might be better suited to some of y'all if y'all are always questioning about NAV erosion. If you're one of those people who has that question in mind or that thing in mind, maybe something like Alti or Coney or AIYY, something like that, it may not be for you. You may want to consider one of these other ones. So if you go back and look at these, look, here's some more, $17, $19. NVIDIA's always good. Netflix. Some of these are a little bit new. This Airbnb and Babo or Alibaba, right? They're a little bit new. Square's a good one. The $18 price is never reverse split, nothing like that. Paying $1, right? So if you're really worried about this NAV erosion thing, you should definitely check out some of these other ones instead is what I'm trying to get at. I'll even show you some here. If you go here on the Yo Max website, because a lot of people ask me this, you just go to our ETFs and you choose which one you want. Just say Netflix, for example. You just choose which one you're interested in, which one you want to learn about, all right? And you just scroll down here to the bottom, distribution details. You can see the history, how much they've paid every single month since they've been here. It's like, this is October the 24th, October 2024. We can go back. So look, this came in November of 2023. So you have 1 year worth of data here. 41 cents, 50 cents, 43, 79, 79, $1.20, 80, 90, 60, 30, 50, 50, 70. It's like, this is paying steady, consistent dividends that are well over 50 cents. And this is like a $18 stock. And it's never reverse split, never done nothing like that. So if you're worried about NAV erosion, look at something else that's a little bit more stable like these. Now, that being said, when it comes to my own portfolio and my own money, let me close this thing. Like I said, I sold my QQQI. I have $5,000 sitting on the sideline, and I haven't bought anything, and I'm not going to buy anything right now. And I'll tell you why. Right now, you have earnings wrapping up that can drastically change the market. You have the election coming on Tuesday, which just a few days from now could drastically affect what happens in the market. You have some economic data coming out that could drastically affect the market. And even with this election stuff, it might take a few weeks for the dust to settle. We don't really know what's going to happen. There's so many things right now that could drastically affect the way the market moves, whether it be up or down. And right now, we're sitting here at all-time highs, and the entire stock market. The stock market is at all-time highs, and it can go down. If something happens, like Apple had a bad earnings, and Apple is like heavily weighted on the market. Nvidia had bad earnings. There's a massive weight on the market. So when the market opens, by the time you see this video, the market's probably going to be down. Apple will drag the entire market down because it's such a massive amount of the market. It's like $1 trillion market cap. It's going to drag the market down. So if something bad happens and something like Apple and Nvidia and all these stocks go down, the whole market's going to come down. And we have all this economic data and this election, all this stuff coming out on top of the bad earnings from some of these big companies. It could really, really change the way the market moves a lot. And if you buy into all-time highs, now you're going to be waiting even longer to get your return on investment because stock prices will come down. Especially high dividend stocks, they're going to come down because they're selling covered calls. And then on top of that, when their price comes down, their dividend goes down, which means that you're going to get even less money, which takes even longer to get ROI. So for me, I'm going to exercise patience. I'm just going to sit back and let the dust settle, let the earnings finish, let the election happen, let the economic data come out, and sit patiently on my money. And then once the dust settles, then I'll decide what to do with my money, what to buy, and this and that. In the meantime, I'll just leave my portfolio alone, let it sit there, and let it keep paying me. I'm not going to sell anything else. I just sold QQI because I wasn't happy with the dividends, and I was afraid if something bad happens and the market does decline a lot, it'll be even harder to recover. So why not sell it now while I'm ahead and I'm not happy with it? The other ones I'm happy with, so I don't really mind if they do go down a little bit. But QQI, I wasn't happy with it anyway. And there's no better time to sell than when you're up and you make profit and if you're not happy. So there you go. Sold it. Sit on the sideline, watch my money, and buy something when the dust settles. So that's my plan going forward. Let me know what you think. What's your plan? And love to hear from you in the comments below. And I'll try to get another video out this weekend. So I'll see y'all on the next one. Take care.